morning, you guys. It is Saturday morning, January 14th. So yes, you're just watching this today because I'm gonna upload this today. But it is ridiculously early this morning. But as most of you know, I am an early bird. I sleep around 8 o'clock. 8:30, 9 o'clock at night, and then I wake up around 3:30 in the morning. But lately I've been waking up at 2 in the morning just because I've been really just stressed, and on top of that looking for a job, which by the way, I have my interview coming up, which I'm actually really excited, and I'm just working on different things for my own business. So when you have so many things going on in your mind, you know, I just feel like sleep is important, but I just can't seem to just stay asleep. But like I said, most of y'all go to sleep probably around like 10, 11, 12 o'clock, but I sleep around 8 or 9 at night, so I wake up at 2, 3, 3:30 in the morning. But anyways, I just wanted to say with the video that I uploaded yesterday, I've gotten private messages, and you know, the reason I even talk about it is because I do know how often it happens, and I do understand like how lonely it gets and how you feel like even though you know it happens all the time and is such an issue in America. Well, let me put you guys down because my arms hurt. Back to what I was saying. I know that yesterday's video was probably hard for some of you guys to watch because some of you guys have shared your stories with me, and I just want to thank you guys for sharing your stories with me, just because we all know that it happens often, and yet when we go through it, we feel like we're the only ones that go through it, and that's like a really sucky feeling. So that video was hard to make, and I know that it was like 24 to 25 minutes, and I know that it was hard to sit through, but I thank you for those who have, and I will be making 3 other parts to it. I know that a lot of you guys were wondering if he got away with it, among a lot of other questions, but I do want to tell you guys in chronological order. So with that said, today I thought I'd make an easier video and talk about fitness. So as most of you know, I got a breast augmentation on December 21st. I got a breast augmentation done. And this is something I could just quickly want to go over. I'm not going to make it long, but I've been wanting to get a breast augmentation since the year 2010. Right after I got out of active duty in the military and transitioned into the reserves, I worked for a plastic surgeon, and while I was going to school, and I really wanted to get my boobs done, but there was something off. Like I didn't know what it was, but I felt like I wasn't ready, and I didn't know why I thought I wasn't ready until a couple of years down the road. I was still talking about getting my breast augmentation done, but I wanted to make sure that I loved myself first. I wanted to make sure that I was secure with my body, and I was just mentally, emotionally, and physically healthy. And I'm back. So I actually recorded this footage, and it was quite long, and that's why I try to edit a lot of stuff out. So I just decided that for this workout I am going to do a voiceover, but not a tutorial, but just want to talk to you guys about my breast augmentation because I know I stopped briefly. So like I said, I got my breast augmentation done on December 21st, and I am 3 weeks and 3 days post-op, and I absolutely had 0 regrets. I've always wanted to get this done, but like I've stated, I wanted to make sure that I was emotionally, mentally, and physically healthy. I wanted to be happy with who I was. I didn't want to compensate my unhappiness for boobs, if that makes any sense. So that's the reason why I decided to pursue it. One of the problems that I had, and obviously this was just me, but one of the common symptoms that sexual assault victims, survivors go through are that they tend to blame it on themselves. Now, like I said, my husband and I actually talked about this as my graduation gift. So right after I graduate, why don't you get your boobs done? So that was the game plan originally, but when I was very worried that people were going to judge me saying, oh, did she even get raped? Because, how can she get raped and get over, quote unquote, get over it as fast as she did and get boobed off, after it's only been several months. And I was really worried with what people were going to say. But one thing I learned throughout my life, and especially with overcoming what my dad has done to me amongst many other things, is that I can't really worry about what people have to say. And it's your life. You have to do what you're going to do. And one of the things that I learned was, and I actually stated this in my previous video, if you guys didn't watch it, I'll just briefly explain it to you. I added a mini clip of how happy I was like 4 days before I was drugged and raped, and it was from my addiction class, so it's not public on YouTube. It's just it's private, so that only my professors can see it. And I talk about how happy I was and how I will never sacrifice my happiness for anything. So or stop something. Or stop something for what I want to do because of someone else. So with that said, that's the reason why I got my breast augmentation done. And I have zero regrets. So let's start talking about workouts. Now, before I say this, I just want to say, ask your doctor before you work out, because everyone heals differently. And while we're on the topic healing, my doctor actually was very surprised at how fast I was healing. And that's the reason why I always tell you guys how important it is to eat healthy, to drink plenty of water, and to work out. Because when you do that, when you live a very healthy lifestyle, you don't really get sick. And you can actually recover from injury or surgery. Now, this is the first surgery I've ever had. But I felt it in my bones that I was going to actually recover fast, which I did, so yay. So I was I couldn't work out for a week, and I went back and I asked him, when can I start working out? Because working out is my passion. It's super therapeutic for me, and it's something that's part of who I am now. So not being able to work out for 1 week has been such a challenge. Right? I'm like talking about my dad, about being beaten half to death, and I'm like, well, what if my other challenge was not being able to work out for a week? Oh my goodness. But so what happened was he said I could do light cardio, which I did, but I wanted to obviously be safe, but because I've been working out for long periods of time, I know what works for my body and what doesn't, and how to just work out the muscle group that I'm working out. So I actually purchased some bands, and I started to do a lot of different workouts. I did incline, decline, side to side lunges, walking backwards on a treadmill. There at Goals, there's a treadmill that goes up to the incline of 30, and I absolutely love that treadmill. It is so challenging, and I love it. Since I can't run, I can't do any jumping movements, so I had to compensate for that, and I used bands instead. I underestimated the power of bands. I didn't know how great of a workout you can actually get by using bands and bands alone. But obviously, I wanted to incorporate weights to it. So when I went to my post-op, my second post-op, the doctor was like, wow, you're recovering really fast. And I'm back because I wanted to make an outro. I hope you guys enjoy the workout. Try it out. Do not underestimate the power of bands because it is insane. I will be recording more footages now. I can't do anything crazy, but I will be recording like my cardio workouts because at Goals, there's this treadmill that goes up to 30 incline, and I get so excited talking about it. But I will be recording workouts that you can do after you get your breast augmentation done. You do not have to sit at home and dream about the gym, but as long as you know what you're doing and as long as your doctor sees that you're recovering well, then go for it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give this video a big fat thumbs up. Comment below with what you guys want to see and what kind of bandit workout you want to see. I am working on a lot of different things right now, and yeah, so thank you so much for all your support, and I love you guys, and check in with you later on this week? No, wait, today's Saturday. Haha, next week. Alright, bye you guys.